What's up, guys? Today I'm making this video for one of my tank players. Talking about Sigma because he's got a couple of abilities that are challenging to hit due to the cast time and the amount of mobility that's been added to the game. So when you're playing this character, one of the things that'll happen a lot of times is you'll go to cast your ult or your rock, and you'll end up in this like quick draw staring contest versus your target, where they just get to watch you charge up this ability and then use their movement to dodge the ability coming towards them. So one of the things you can do is you can actually bait a different target. So I can look at this target and then, well, I don't play Sigma, so this is going to be a little rough, but I can look at the primary target when I start casting my ability and then look for a different target as the end result. This is really effective in 2v1 situations, or well, 1v2 situations, where you can charge the rock and hit the target that had no idea that they were the original target, right? So maybe you're getting pushed by a Winston and a Genji, and you charge the rock, and I'm not familiar with the timing, as I said, but you charge the rock and you hit the Genji, right? Because you're not looking at them when you're charging it. And it gives you a bit of an advantage there. Now, another aspect of this is the ultimate. This is a big deal because of the amount of support mobility in the game, the various dashes and waveforms and all that jazz that allow them to move away. So what you can do is you can target one, and then you flick to another character, and then you account for that character's movement. Right? So for instance, you may target... What's the ultimate pack over here? I know there is one, right? Not crazy. So you target one of the characters that you probably don't want to hit. That's just kind of an option. And then when you flick, when you change your attention from over here to these guys over there, they're gonna pop their movement abilities expecting the immediate kind of follow through from the ultimate cast, and then you should know where they're going with their movement abilities, or it'll be a pretty easy thing to follow. You just track them for another moment and go for the flux after that, right? So it's all about baiting reactions to your abilities. There are a lot of characters that do this. I mean, in the days of old, Reinhardt 1v1s were a really good example, where they would like pump fake fire strike and stuff like that. And you know, one of the simple ones that I've always loved is just melee for hook, and it really throws people off, because when they see Roadhog make a sudden animation like this, they automatically just assume that the hook is coming through. I feel short. I guess Sigma's just freakishly tall. But yeah, so that's the basics. You just use your you take the weakness of your cast time and the animation, and you turn it into an advantage where you can bait people in closer, or force cooldowns, or just generally control positioning. And you use your visual attention, you know, your character model, to bait people into a false sense of security, or force out those cooldowns by making a quick movement that startles them, and then following through on that with a calm, patient follow-up. So that's the basics. That's it. Very simple, very straightforward. Hopefully this helps you guys on your Sigma gameplay and tank gameplay in general to find more consistent value.